The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
On the return, it's Wheaton. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Dixon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. To the air. It's Jennings. Using his feet to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Dixon.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Steps away. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's got his man, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
SMU 7, Arizona State 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bo.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, SMU!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires it incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Arizona State, 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Wheaton. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 21, Arizona State 0.
On the double. Lasso.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
He's going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Maryland. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Fakes his man out. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Oh, it's out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. What a grab and go for the score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
Razor.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the back. And the Mustangs get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance.
First down for the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
42, Spider. 4-2.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Easy.
Touch pass on the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what is...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Mustangs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Fair catch called for and made. Tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Using his feet. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Takes the handoff. It's Scatterbo. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's looking to throw it. He makes a grab. They will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit. Who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going to the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
35, Arizona.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Set to kick it off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. And that's a live ball. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Big fullback's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, SMU! And the stomping has commenced.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for space. It's Scatterbo. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Wants to go up top. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keep it on the ground. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
With the score, SMU 45, Arizona State 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Smith takes the handoff. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Brown. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the ground with the back. The Sun Devils will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Jackrabbit.
Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Black 24. Black 24.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
42 Spider.
Motion from the offense. He'll take it himself. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It's a reverse. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on them.
And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. They go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And they'll just down it right there.
but a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
This time on target. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Floating away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Offense gets set for second down.